My grandparents live in Delhi. They have no family around them. They find it hard to do routine tasks like get groceries, etc. Recently, my 75-year-old grandfather fell ill with jaundice. Both my grandparents were overwhelmed, making several trips to the doctor for consultations and tests. My parents felt guilty and helpless as they could not take extended leave from work. The statistics show that my family's case is not an isolated one. According to the census in 2011, there are nearly 104 million elderly people in India. Nearly 30% of this population lives in urban areas. Only 46% of the elderly men and 11% of the elderly women in urban areas were working. So many of them didn't have a steady stream of income. The most common disabilities were locomotor and visual disabilities. So many weren't in the pink of their health either. Loneliness adding to ill health makes the situation bleaker. I wanted to do something about it rather than look at the numbers. Another day, my mother was telling us how she lived as a paying guest during her college years. She missed the warmth, care, and home-cooked food, of course. Meanwhile, her parents were worried about her safety and well-being in an unfamiliar environment. This is the case with many such students. They migrate to Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities in the search of jobs and education. They have to manage their work and studies in an unfamiliar environment with safety issues. These two separate discussions gave me an idea on how to provide elderly people who are living with no family around with financial, physical and emotional support. And what excites me is that it's a two-way process in effect, with benefits to both the lonely elders and the young professionals. The internet is the medium where everyone and everything converges. We can have an online portal where the elderly people are registered. They enter details, rent expected, and additional requirements such as doing chores. The students can select options that are pocket-friendly and acceptable on the lines of an Airbnb. During my brainstorming, I realized the biggest issue in this program would be the security of the vulnerable elders who are letting strangers into their homes. For this, the portal can have a tie-up with a local NGO or administrative body, which can facilitate background checks of the prospective tenants and can take feedback as well. Payments can be done through the online portal to prevent inconvenience with checks. While this idea was conceived to resolve monetary problems, it can have intangible and emotional benefits as well. The students can teach the elderly how to operate technology, which they struggle with, while the elderly can use their experience to advise the youth if needed. And this, in turn, can graduate from a landlord-tenant relationship to lifelong bonds. Thank you.